The focus to me is on Jamal Williams, because I think it's his second start. You said.
Yeah, second
I haven't
start.
actually seen him play in the starting role yet. And
there it is, the first basket of the game scored by Darius Defoe, takes him to 5,000 BBL points, and now we've got that out of the way very early on, and the Eagles are off to a great start here because Jason Page has picked the pocket of Alison Torrey on the point at the moment for Cheshire. Be interesting to see how long he runs that point and how long Sandoval and Jackman stay off court, but at the moment it is Bailey. He finds Torrey just outside the 3-point line, inside to Riley, who'll fake to go inside and through.
It's evident early on. You see the Eagles are going to push the ball at them, try and score on transition, whereas Cheshire look like they're pretty comfortable in the half court. Over here was knocking down threes for fun.
It's Mia Thompson. Torrey, nice ball movement from Cheshire inside the Gettys. Faced by Defoe. Defoe stands well, comes away with the rebound, but again turns the ball over as he tries to find Djukic on the break, and Cheshire have got the ball back. Nice pass inside, and that time Defoe's called for the foul. It's already been interesting to see that Nimley hasn't just, as he quite often does, just looks for Page early on. He's looked to give a different pass out to different people. This time he has found Page, who thought about shooting the two and turns the corner after giving him dropped by Jamal Williams and drops in.
Can't stop that, can he? I mean, he lost his balance and his way out was to do a fadeaway jumper from about 15 feet, which went in off a bit of a rainbow, but as clean as a whistle.
Here's Mia Thompson at the other end, showing good range, good defense, stands firm, and Riley couldn't make the putback either. Djukic out to Nimley for three. Nimley takes the rebound and Cheshire push the ball forward. He's looking for a guard, can't find one. Versus it to Torrey in the corner. He finds Gettys, who comes inside. Oh, lovely pass by Gettys to Riley, who cuts to the...
Zarka, who's made two really good ones, just didn't finish his two.
Been the difference at the moment. A nice point guard play there by Devin Bailey. Got resting on that play that Sandoval stood right off Nimley and allowed him to shoot the three. We know Nimley can shoot the three, but he's not a high percentage 3-point shooter. And there's Gettys doing what Gettys does. All on Jackman. Launched that he can't make the layup, and my impression early on is the Eagles have missed a lot of shots, Dave.
No, I think it's a different thing. There's a lid on that basket, because seriously there's something stopping.
Eagles now with Page. He's going to drive at the basket and tries to shoot over Devin Bailey, but what he actually manages to do is shoot over the top of the basket. But Drew Lasker was very aware of that, picked it off, but at the other end All and Jackman got into the passing lane.
Well, for me, been costly, haven't they? Been costly.
At the moment, they certainly have been, and Cheshire have been taking advantage of it. Here again, Bailey finds Gettys down low. Gettys picks Sandoval with a nice pass outside. Sandoval gives it to Jackman, who, well, I don't know whether it was like the partner of the Red Sea, the Eagles' defence there, and Jackman was able to go through it quite easily and make his layup. Page to Kai Williams in the corner for three. He misses that one. Sandoval comes away with the rebound. He finds Malcolm Riley. Malcolm Riley lays it in for two.
And what percentage of those points have been almost simple layups around the basket?
Very much so. Jason Page, he finds Drew Lasker outside. Back to Kai Williams. I think Kai Williams had a foot on the line. He did. The rebound gives it to Jason Page. Jason Page, nice shake and bake, drives to the basket, but is rejected by, I think it was Falzon, but it was certainly a Cheshire player. And there's the ball dropped off nicely by Sandoval to Gettys, and Gettys doesn't miss from that kind of range. And 2 points out puts Cheshire back to an 11-point lead at 24-13. He has Williams for a long three, but he's made it. And Kai Williams' percentage went against Flanoy. He manages to get his shot over Flanoy, but it's a difficult shot, and Flanoy gets the rebound, gives it to Page. Page comes a long way before throwing it out to Jamal Williams. He sees his brother cutting inside well. Kai Williams misses the basket, but he gets the rebound. Flanoy thought about the three, decided against it, gave it to Kai Williams instead. Of Jamal Williams, CJ Gettys takes a seat for Cheshire. Page is going to go all the way. Not the best of shots, and that ends the first quarter with Cheshire Phoenix deservedly in front at 26-19 after the Eagles had looked lively early on. Cheshire have come back really well and dominated the rest of the quarter. And just the point that you were making about points in the paint, Dave, and points off turnovers, points in the paint, Cheshire have scored 26 points, 20 of those points in the paint with Saw Nimley. He's pushing the wall against Torrey here. trying to organise something, seeing if somebody's free. Lasker comes up and takes the ball. Gunhina gives it down low to Kai Williams. He turns, shoots the jumper, comes off the back of the glass, doesn't make it. Fantastic offensive. He gives it to Jackman. Jackman back to Sandoval. Sandoval turns the corner and finds May Thompson over wide open at the other end. Again, good ball movement there from Cheshire. Excellent ball movement. And they find Torrey wide open. Foul by Olin Jackman on the Eagles' last offence and sideline ball as a result of the foul. Flanoy inbounds to Kai Williams, whose 2-point shot is off, but Flanoy's up there and makes a good rebound and knocks it back. And there's a long.
Yes.
And here's Olin Jackman.
Wouldn't surprise me at all if not too long before they bring Geddes back, because the one thing they'd done so well earlier on was do a good job in the paint at both ends of the floor.
And there's Sandoval, Kelly and Malcolm Riley about to come back on for Cheshire. We saw Nimley fakes a three. Torrey doesn't go for the fake. Gives out in the corner to Flanoy. Flanoy decides to bring it inside, and Kai Williams from the charities partner, Nimley, who was open for three, but he doesn't make the three. Almost comes up with a steal at the other end, but doesn't quite make the steal. Trying to cut an 8-point gap, which Cheshire have done well so far in this second quarter. There's Page driving to the basket and going strong, right-handed. But Cheshire managed to recycle the ball. Torrey's going to have to drive himself because there's nothing there for him. Riley also finds nothing there. Page gets a hand on it, and Nimley has managed to get in front of Torrey and makes the 2-point layup. Knock the two down from the free throw line and cuts the gap to 4 points a game. Crucial defensive stand for Eagles, crucial offense for Cheshire, and that man Sandoval controls everything so well. Just wait. So there's Eagles back to within 4 points, but that man Sandoval directs traffic again, and Geddes at the top of the screen. Jukic can't get the ball in front of Sandoval, who takes a great rebound, gives it to Malcolm Riley, and there's that leadership that we talked about. But this time Zarko Jukic and Saw Nimley between them managed to break it up. Interesting though, what I was going to say about that leadership was Malcolm Riley was not going to go anywhere with that ball. He was determined. He was determined to find Sandoval, which caused the turnover.
To run things.
Before it comes all the way out. He's got to really work hard to recover as well. He manages to do so. Jackman shots off, but Sandoval every time. Getty setting a nice screen at the top, and now he's found Falzon, who finds Bailey. Bailey thought about the 3-point shot, gives it all in Jackman. He doesn't hesitate with a 3-point shot to the half. Nimley holding the ball just over the halfway line as the clock ticks down inside 6 seconds. He's trying to get free, gives it to Defoe, he gives it to Page. Eagles nowhere near getting a shot off here. And Page throws the ball away. Eagles very much head down, not talking to each other, whereas Cheshire are going off in 2s and 3s, talking to each other with their heads up. And the Eagles really need to sort this out in the second half. It's only a 6-point gap, but it's a 6-point gap which Cheshire thoroughly deserve on the way they've played. Eagles did have that little spurt where they got back within 2 and had a couple of chances to get back within 2, but Cheshire have done well to hold that off and finish 6 points up at the half. And Jukic puts the ball in halfway to Nimley. Nimley comes forward, he's faced by Torrey. Eagles trying to show a little bit of bounce. Talking to AJ Bassey during the week, and he feels the Eagles don't always come out well in the second half. And there's Nimley, who normally he would have probably took that.
That was great ball movement, everybody was involved. Darius finished it inside. That's the way to play.
CJ Geddes out to Torrey. Torrey finds May Thompson, he tries to drive in. The Eagles double in defence, but CJ Geddes, that's why he's doing it.
He's not an out-and-out shooter, so why Page was playing him that tight, I don't know.
And again, he's reverse pass from Bailey to May Thompson to Torrey for 3, and again that ball by 7. Jukic at the other end, he finds Page out to Nimley for shooting a 3. Nimley misses the 3. Riley comes up with a big rebound, and he's found May Thompson, who's got absolutely free under the Eagles basket. The man disadvantage, but Riley's dribbles untidy. Eagles come on a 4-3 break. Cheshire have got back, so Nimley puts up the 3, and he's made the 3 this time.
Well, that's pretty indefensible. That was a great move. His crossover dribbles were so quick, he fooled the defender, and boy did he catch and shoot very quickly.
It's Bailey at the other end. He finds Riley in the corner. Riley goes up for a 3-point shot, and he knocks that 3-point. What a really good player he is. 3-point in the corner. Here's Nimley, finds Page. Page thought about putting it inside to Williams. Now gives it to Defoe. Defoe back outside to Nimley. Nimley's going to shoot another 3, and he's made this one. Could have got all in his place, but for Noyes, the man who's come on to try and give some leadership on defence. Sandoval, meanwhile, has come on for Cheshire for the first time with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. He gives it out to CJ Geddes, and CJ Geddes knocks down a 3. And when you've got a 7-footer who can shoot a 3, you've got a player. And at the other end, Kai Williams going to the basket, and surprising because Sandoval turns the corner. He finds Bailey. Bailey drives inside. He gives it to Geddes, who's a long way from the basket. He finds Sandoval cutting. Sandoval back out to May Thompson. May Thompson knocks down a 3. You have to say that was excellent. Nimley finds Williams. Williams into Frenoy. Frenoy drives into the middle. Jamal Williams, who's come on. He comes round off the screen. Jamal Williams. Shot clock down to 5. Jamal Williams trying to find inside. Drew Lasser's going to have to let one go. It's nowhere near for the Eagles. Rush shot in the end on a 24-second offense. And at the other end, going to have to be some comeback from here.
Recognising that, they're getting ready to bring J. Sean Page back in.
So Nimley goes coast to coast, and Frenoy takes a rebound. So Nimley with the long pass to Darius Defoe into the paint. But Darius Defoe does a great end of the half, so Cheshire will be quite happy to have an even quarter now and an even quarter in the fourth. But there's CJ Geddes coming up with a nice little. Frenoy takes the fake, but Thompson drives back in, and Frenoy goes with him, makes the shot hard, misses it. Page looking for a 3 at the other end. It's a long 2. They do seem to get a much better shot. Here's Sandoval penetrating all the way to the middle. Jackman finds Geddes, who's trying to turn the corner. Frenoy does a good job again for the Eagles. Malcolm Riley has to put up almost a Hail Mary 3 on the buzzer, but it drops down and in, and that takes it back up to 9 points. The Eagles have got less than 10 seconds to take the last shot of the third quarter, and they really need to make this shot. Jamal Williams thinks about it, and the time expires before he can get this shot off. At the end of that quarter, Cheshire leads 72-63, so they've won the quarter by 3, and if they just level the last quarter, they're going to go home with the points tonight and register that third consecutive defeat in the home for the Eagles. For Jamal Williams, Lasker with the ball now. He's looking inside to Darius Defoe. Page is telling him to go to the basket, and that's exactly what Darius has done. But he's missed the 3-point shot. He was wide open, and it was a good shot to take, but he missed it. Meanwhile, at the other end, Orland Jackman, nice shake and bake, cuts through a gap.
Away to basket, they're giving them the main road, straight through to the basket.
There again, one on one, May Thompson against Kai Williams. J. Sean Page, who's the league's top scorer, but I think that's as much to do with the defensive side of things than anything else. Not really thought about the 3, then he saw Darius Defoe wide open, decided to give it to Darius Defoe. He obviously not going to shoot the 3. Kai Williams will shoot the 3. And the man who took the rebound was Sean Nimley, and then he came right out from taking the rebound, came back outside the key and knocked a 3-point shot of his own down. But once again, Eagles not getting back at all, and he's only
I hope without him they can protect the basket.
Here's Sandoval going inside, he loses the handle, but the ball's picked up, and Malcolm Riley drops in a 3 and get him to the line because he's missed them both there. Here's Nimley driving at the basket, nice layup, good drive by Star Nimley. Sandoval gives it to Bailey. Bailey playing a really smart game, I think, for just using. There's Sandoval, great ball movement once again from Cheshire. And Jackman to comfortably.
Pretty versatile, Riley, isn't he? I mean, he's not been knocking down 3s, and we just forget what good position he can take inside. Now comfortably is shooting all.
Kai Williams shooting 2 for 10 from 3-point range. Oh, the Eagles managed to steal that one away. J. Sean Page found. He has to bring it forward. Nobody free. Finds Kai Williams. Kai Williams drives to the basket, lays it in off the glass, and I think that nothing seems to be working for them at the moment.
These Eagles fans have had a lot of time, haven't they, over the years for success, and they're just a little bit bewildered at the moment. But
well, it was 6 points at the half. It's 18 points now, and somehow Sean Nimley, well, shot up. And when AJ Bassey will probably come across the line, I can't imagine the Eagles will go, well, Yuri Gunina is going to take a shot. I think the Eagles were going to take the shot, but a 17-point win for Cheshire, and to be perfectly honest, that nice to see the Eagles fans up and applauding the Cheshire Phoenix players, because that was a well deserved win for Cheshire Phoenix, and quite what Eagles are going to do now, because they've had a good week to think about this and they've just come up with no answers at all. But I don't want to take anything away from Cheshire, who played a really great game in a very smart second half, and used the bench well, and knocked down the shots when they needed to knock down, took the rebounds when they needed to rebound, and completely dominated the game, Dave.
Well, we saw their ability when they came here before. That was a lot more like the Eagles had probably thrown the game away at the end, 6 up with, I think it was just over a minute to go, and Cheshire was smart enough to take advantage of Eagles' mistakes. But Cheshire showed in that cup final, because Worcester are no easy team to push over. Great victory in that, and they brought that type of performance here tonight. The Eagles didn't have the answer. There's uncertainty in the Eagles camp, I think, about taking shots and whether or not to take shots. That was costly tonight. The frustration set in, and the one thing you can't do is not get back on transition defence.